Hello and welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be testing the RTX 5090 Astral, and I'm also going to be testing the PS5 Pro, guys. So it's going to be a test between the 5090 PC versus the PS5 Pro. Of course, it's not a fair comparison by any means. I just wanted to do a video like this because I think it's pretty interesting, to be fair. So I will show you the best from PC and basically the best from the consoles as well. I'm going to be doing 5 games, and I think it's going to be pretty interesting. So it's going to be DLSS 4.5. I'm going to be running mostly quality. There's going to be CYBERPUNK that I will be running in performance, and of course PSSR 2 on the PS5 Pro, and I will be using the Pro setting on all the games with the PS5 Pro, so it's going to be the latest PSSR 2. And let's get into the video, guys. Here we go, guys. So we got the 5090 on the left, we got the ray tracing Pro setting on the PS5 Pro in the middle, and the normal ray tracing mode on the PS5 Pro on the right. We do see a massive difference here. So of course the 5090 with path tracing, so path tracing on the 5090, you can see it's doing its job. Very impressive results, even from the PS5 Pro. I'm not gonna lie, it looks fantastic. Here we got the view from the top. It is way harder now to see a difference, especially when, you know, everything's far away. There's a lot of neon lights just bouncing around, and I didn't really set the camera exactly the same because, you know, I've got the save on the PC and the PS5, so it's a bit, you know, it's a bit hard to get it right correctly and everything lined up properly. But I didn't really see a massive difference here. Let me know if you guys can see any difference. And here we go, guys. So we are walking here. Didn't really do it perfect, I'm not gonna lie. I could have done it a little bit better, but I'm moving my camera around just to try and show you guys the neon lights bouncing around, maybe some reflections if you can actually see some. You can see a little bit of them. And I do have to say, guys, I don't really recommend the ray tracing Pro mode on the PS5 because it's just, I am using VR on my monitor. I'm only getting I'm pretty sure it's only 40 FPS with that mode, so it's not really worth it. The normal ray tracing is so much better. The game is really smooth then, and you still see a lot of reflections bouncing around when you're driving in the car, so I still think it's way better. I don't think that Pro ray tracing is really that transformative for it to be worth it, especially when you're getting under 60 FPS and it just feels very choppy. It's nice to look at, but it's very choppy. Alright, guys, so we have The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered here, Pro setting with the PS5 Pro, and I am running DLSS 4.5 with quality, max settings on the 5090, and we do see ghosting on the PS5 Pro on Joel's right hand. It's going to be hard for you guys to see because I have basically a split screen, so you can't see the whole thing, but you will see in a minute that Joel's hand is going to be very ghosty and stuff, and except from the ghosting on some parts, like you will see a little bit of ghosting on Ellie's hair in a minute. Apart from that, guys, like overall the quality looks very good. Like it looks so similar. Like when I turned on this game, this was the first game I turned on the PS5 Pro, I was absolutely blown away how good it looks. Like this is really transformative. Like I would not want to play on the normal PS5, literally. Like when I saw this, PSSR is doing such an amazing job. It's actually insane. They need a little bit more of tweaking, you know, to get rid of the ghosting, and it's going to be literally exactly like PC is. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. We're still in The Last of Us Part 2, and I'm just going to show you guys when I'm just, you know, running around with the horse now. So in movement, they basically look the same, literally. The noise that we are seeing in the grass is going to be on both DLSS and PSSR. I've been looking like on both. I've really been testing this game especially, and I've noticed that there are issues in the same exact areas. I'm actually surprised that even DLSS 4.5 is having issues with some of the grass. I will show you guys a little bit later in the video that there is still issues with the grass in this game. I've noticed that it's mostly in the start of the game though, because I don't remember seeing any weird shimmering with DLSS later on in the game. I've not really played too much with the PS5 Pro on here, so I did just go into my save that I usually do my benchmarks in, and I was looking at the grass, guys, and there's literally no shimmering whatsoever. So I do believe it's just at the start of the game that you do see it in, because literally later on in the game I'm getting zero shimmering on the grass. I just went to confirm it just to make sure I'm not tripping here, and yeah, it's perfect literally. So it's just the start of the game basically. This is a little bit that I recorded just to show you guys that shimmering a little bit more, so you can definitely see in the grass when I'm moving very slowly. You can definitely notice that shimmering here, but like I said, it's just at the start of the game, guys. Like later on in the game I literally saw no shimmering whatsoever. And here's the bit just before I recorded the other bit that you guys just saw. Still, we do see that little bit of shimmering in the grass, but honestly, guys, it is so beautiful, this game. Like Jenny, this PSSR absolutely transforms this game completely. You're upscaling from 4040p to 4K, and it looks fantastic. And I am playing on a 4K monitor, and I can confirm, guys, it looks so good. Here's The Last of Us Part 1 now, and this is basically the start of the game as well. I'm actually blown away again. Like the hair looks so good as well on both. There isn't much to see here literally, because you can literally just see the view from the back, but I am just still blown away at the quality of the hair even and everything. Like with PSSR, is actually mind-blowing. Of course, DLSS 4.5 is going to be more stable. There's going to be less, you know, issues with it, but just seeing how good upscaling got on the consoles now now is absolutely insane. Like I saw on my uncle's PS5, you know, the normal PS5 that you don't get the PSSR on. It looks way worse, literally. Like you can't compare it to this, guys. This looks the closest I have ever seen consoles come to PC. Literally, it's just insane how good it looks. Here we go. So we are going to be running now, and we are going to see a little bit of reflections now on the left side in the puddle, and it looks fantastic on both, of course. I am just genuinely blown away with how good everything looks. The fact that they were able to do this with this PS5 is absolutely insane. It just shows you how much optimizations can do. Like this 5090, if the games would optimize it, it could last you 20 years probably. Like it's actually insane how much you can do with optimization. Very well optimized. And the thing that I like about the PS5 Pro is PS5s in general, and even the console experiences, you're basically always going to get very smooth gameplay, and you barely ever get hiccups, if anything. Here's just one more on this game, a little run. You see more of the reflections, not really too much because I'm running like a crackhead, but you do see some of these reflections, and actually it's just, honestly, I don't want to keep saying it, but I am really impressed. And now we got God of War RAGNAROK, and we have the PS5 Pro on the left and 5090 on the right. Generally can't spot a difference. There seems to be a little bit of shimmering in the beard and a little bit on the little fair that he's got. But other than that, guys, I'm not really seeing any difference between them. Let me know in the comments below if you guys can see any difference whatsoever. But generally looking at it, and I can't spot a difference whatsoever. I've been looking at it for a few minutes now before I even press record. Yeah, and I generally can't spot a difference whatsoever. So yeah, it just looks exactly the same. At least in this scenario, it does. Generally really impressive how they managed to pull this off. Here's a little bit more of that cutscene. I just cut it up a little bit so you can actually see the movement. And yeah, again, it's exactly the same. Not really spotting any difference whatsoever. But yeah, guys, just wanted to show you a little bit of a different angle maybe so you can see a bit different areas. But yeah, there's absolutely no difference where I can see. And now we got Ratchet and Clank with the part. Yeah, again, just like we saw in God of War RAGNAROK, literally it was exactly the same. So from what I'm seeing, guys, it's basically exactly the same or a little bit worse with PSSR. But it does depend on the title as well, because I think in this game, you will see a little bit later, guys. I think PSSR actually looks a little bit better than DLSS, so we'll see that in a minute, though. Here we go, guys. So we are going to be moving now, and we look very similar here, but I do notice that there is a little bit of shimmering on the 5090 here with DLSS 4.5. I am using quality as well, so we do see shimmering on the grass. I'm not seeing it with the PS5 Pro here, so it does seem to be a little bit more stable on the PSSR. I know, guys, DLSS 4.5 shouldn't be run with quality, but I have been running it like that, and I tested performance. It's basically the same, guys. Like, it is a little bit more stable on quality, but mostly the same, so this is why I'm running it. And it is the newer model as well, so it could be because of the sharpness that DLSS 4.5 gives. It might be looking more shimmery because of that. Overall, though, I would say it does look better on the 5090 just because you do have a higher RT setting and everything. Pretty sure it's medium on the PS5 Pro, and literally I've got it fully maxed out on the 5090. It is going to be hard to see on the video, especially with YouTube compression, but at least a little bit later in the game, I do think it's gonna, it does look better basically on the 5090. But honestly, what you get with the PS5 Pro here is still stunning. Like, you are going to enjoy it, and especially if you don't see how it looks on the 5090, you're not going to really complain. So I can see both, and I do see the difference, but honestly, you're going to absolutely enjoy it on the PS5 Pro, and it's going to look fantastic. Here's the last clip now from Ratchet and Clank. It does look slightly better on the 5090, I do have to say. Like I said before, guys, it looks fantastic on both. You're definitely going to enjoy it, and it's really smooth as well with the PS5 Pro, and of course on the 5090 as well, but it is smooth on the PS5 Pro with these sounds. I'm really surprised that it even runs with RT, even on medium, because I genuinely didn't even know it would run with RT, so seeing it run with RT is really impressive stuff. And we are at the end of the video here. Please drop a like, guys, drop a comment. Let me know in the comments below if you guys enjoyed this video. I never do anything like this. I literally bought the PS5 Pro just basically for GTA 6, but just wanted to see what it's capable of, and I'm absolutely blown away how good PSSR is. This PS5 Pro is worth the price. Even with the price hike, I can say that it's definitely worth it. I wish there was more games though that did support the PS5 Pro enhancements that it has. That's definitely a downer though, I do have to say. I do wish there was a lot more games that would support it, but I think most of the games now that are coming out are going to get more support, so I still think it's worth picking up, especially when I think PS6 is probably going to come out in like 2 years, so you can still get 2 years of enjoyment, and I do think it's going to definitely be a better experience over the PS5, the base PS5. So if you guys can trade it in and you don't mind spending a little bit more, it is going to be definitely worth getting this console over the base PS5. The PSSR, as you guys saw in the video, is so close to DLSS 4.5. It's absolutely insane how close it is. You know, DLSS 4.5 is going to run better. It is going to be getting less ghosted and stuff, but for what you get with this console is mind-blowing, honestly. And I genuinely do think it's still worth it, even after the price hikes that we saw. Anyway, guys, please let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and see you guys in the next one.